Professional racquetball converges on Kansas City, a city with a storied sports history. Enter the TeamRoot SuperMax Slam. 60,000 in prize money on the line. The best athletes from around the world. This is the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to the TeamRoot SuperMax Slam. My name's Tim Baghurst, joined this morning by Brad Rogers, a local pro. Brad, we have a really tantalizing matchup. It's going to be a spectacular game between Gabby Martinez and Jessica Paria, two very emotional, energetic, athletic players. It's going to be a great quarterfinal.
Yeah, and their first time to match up on tour, I believe.
That's
so
right.
That makes it all the more exciting.
Well, let's get straight to the action. It's Martinez up front. She's serving first. Paria in the back. Excellent start for Martinez. Flat down the left side.
Two straight drive serves down the forehand. So, you know, just filling it out. It might be Martinez's best serve that she has. Trying to get some easy points out of it. But a lob to the back.
Yeah, we got to get outside.
And a big skip on the left side. I will say Martinez's drive serve is one of the most deceptive. It's very, very hard to pick out whether she goes left or right. So that's partly why she stands over on that right side.
Reminds me a little bit of Longoria, and I've noticed that for her entire career. Someone good to mimic.
Indeed. Paria skips it side out. Grimace from Jessica Paria. Wearing her Powerpuff outfit. She told me this morning about it. She's really excited to wear it.
Interesting. You know, the little girls that are going to be out here watching later, they'll really enjoy that. Another drive serve down the forehand side.
And a flat winner from Martinez. Starting brightly, she played extremely well yesterday against Maria Jose Vargas, taking out the 3 seed in 2 straight games fairly comfortably.
Yeah, I saw that. And you know, every tournament she plays in, she makes a run.
That's a great return from Jessica Paria. Loose drive serve to the left side by Martinez.
And that's a tough matchup for Vargas coming off of, you know, just having a baby. But great to see her back out here and competing at a high level.
Wow. Are you kidding? Martinez, how did she do that? Take
Didn't
another
give
look.
Up.
That's awesome. What a shot.
Great serve, and sometimes those can be momentum changers. Let's see, she's went down the forehand side every time. And again. But you can't lean, because as soon as you lean, it's coming to the backhand side. So drive serve down the forehand, lob serve to the backhand. That's been the sequence so far. Good pickup there by Parilla.
Set up off the back wall for Martinez. And hitting very cleanly so far. One of the things, Brad, I mentioned yesterday, Martinez is here with her Guatemalan head coach, Aaron Palomino. First time I've seen him at one of these events. I think it's really helping her.
Yeah, and we talked about in the 8 a.m. match yesterday about the importance of having eyes outside of the court. And when you're that good and then you have that to go with it, good combination for success. Wow.
And Martinez is really racing to a good start here this morning. 4-0, putting on really a clinic so far. Jessica Paria doesn't have an answer yet. She's only been in the service box once.
Yeah, she hasn't been as consistent with her shots, and Martinez has capitalized. Good footwork there. Wow.
3-shot rally.
Yeah. Controlling center court.
We've
complete
got
control.
Tiempo on the court. Jessica Paria taking it at 5-0. Probably a good time to take a timeout. You have 2 of them. If you're Jessica Paria, you're down early. You didn't start the way you wanted to start. How do you kind of get back into this?
Yeah, she's had opportunities. And so what she's doing right now is you can see she's staying on the court and trying to find the just the consistency in her swing. I mean, it's easy to warm up and roll balls out. The ball's sitting there. But when it starts moving, you got to get your feet going. And then you've got to find the swing, the consistency with the swing to put the ball away. You know, in warm-ups, it's really you can't tell if you're off just a little bit, but you can as soon as the match starts and you set your opponent up.
Well, warm-ups are often a drop and hit, right?
Right.
We don't see the movement that you would normally see in a game. And so, again, we're trying to get that, okay, settle down, calm down. You know, Jessica Paria always plays very high emotionally. She seems very, very flat this morning.
Yeah, and maybe that's something she's thought about all night. Okay, I'm a really upbeat, intense player. I'm going to go in there and be calm. Sometimes you just got to go in there and be a little bit. Exactly. So we'll see if that timeout's helped calm the nerves. There might be some nerves there. First time playing Martinez, and you know.
Well, you know Martinez is bringing it.
Oh, yeah.
And she is so far. She's up 5-0.
First attempt to the backhand side. But sticking with this lob, just a high lob to the backhand. Good pick
get. But Martinez, very aggressive and is shooting hard, but making them.
That's a really difficult ball to put away, so I really do think that she went for the crack there and just has Paria back on her heels and is capitalizing with that. No ceiling balls, just shoot. And as you mentioned, Tim, the deceptiveness of the serve, I really thought she was going to the backhand side right there.
Appreciate your honesty, Brad. You're human.
Definitely.
That's a great shot. I really like how she stepped in and took that around the ball, world ball early.
Yeah.
Difficult to execute that shot.
Very difficult. I mean, hard not to skip it, sail it. I've seen many strings broke on that because you catch it on the frame, but hit it flat and talked to herself and said, let's go.
Well, Paria, very experienced. And the first skip for Martinez, who nods her head, and you can see Paria up front talking to herself. She's played almost 150 matches on tour compared to just over 50 for Martinez. So Paria, the more experienced, but Martinez has been playing at this level since she was 12.
World champ.
Yeah.
So this isn't too big for her.
Good pickup. But that's beautiful shooting from Martinez. Fist pump, pointing to her head.
Yeah, Martinez is set up, and give credit to Paria, returning a lot of balls, but she's just setting her Martinez up right in the middle of the court, and she's executing her shots. Pinches, down the line, cross court. She's got it all going on right now. Screen serve.
Well, I asked Coach Palomino just before this match if he was nervous. He said, yes. I mean, no.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of emotion. That's part of any sport.
It's hard being a coach, by the way.
As you would know good and well.
We often want to be out there instead.
7-1.
Yeah.
7-1 for Martinez.
But Coach Palomino's got to be nothing but excited at this point, but knows you got to just stay the course. Keep doing what you're doing. And I like Martinez's body language, saying, it feels good. I hit that short, but I did what I wanted.
Martinez will shoot. Missed that one.
Almost made it.
Yep.
We saw it a little bit earlier.
1-7.
But a good break for Paria here, and we'll see if she can get a run going. Trying to find a serve. Hit some drive serves, no success. So it looks like we're going to get a Z serve, the famous Paria Z serve.
It's a good one.
It runs in the family.
Oh, but she missed the third shot, and she knows it. She throws the ball back in disgust. She wants that one back, side out.
Out of the last 5 drive serves, I think that's 5 short serves in a row, maybe trying to be too deceptive.
Better that than off the back wall.
Yes, because she's getting setups out of that lob. So why not go for it?
Yeah, it didn't sound good, but it looked good.
Yeah, I think just came over the top and created the top spin.
8 serving 1. I'd like to see Jessica Paria maybe raise her racket, just slow this down.
Yeah.
You know, let's make this the longest game of Gabby's life, even if I lose 15-1, because we've got to change something. We have to change that momentum.
Yeah. Martinez is moving very well.
That's better.
Yeah. Had to bury it because Martinez she's staying back, but her movement is so good. She's actually able to cover the pinch. So if Paria doesn't put it away, she knows that Martinez is sitting there for an easy kill. So she's just Paria is just trying to pass, and has to bury it right now.
Skip ball Martinez, free point for the Mexican player. Seeded 6th for this tournament. Her highest ever was number 2. I talked to her before this match, and she said that's her motivation. She wants to get back there.
She definitely has the talent, the ability.
Too good for Martinez. Again, Paria had the opportunity, but that backhand pinch was high.
Yeah, she's missed multiple opportunities. And Martinez has done an excellent job in capitalizing. One thing I've noticed about Martinez on these last short serves is she's coming up. She's coming up out of her serve early instead of staying down through it.
Snap of the wrist from Paria puts it down for a side out. So slowly starting to find her way back into this match.
You can see she understands I need to be in center court. Martinez has been controlling it.
Change of serve. Great court coverage from Martinez. And a beautiful forehand pinch winner from Jessica Paria.
And a deep breath. You can tell she's calmed down. She's starting to settle in, and she knows I've had a bunch of opportunities, and I know that I can bury those balls right there. Easy setup, and is making Martinez work.
Speaking of making Martinez work, that's a skip ceiling ball from Martinez. Excellent lob serve down the left side.
From playing some men's tour events, I've seen a lot of her brother Andre. Wow, there's the confidence that we know Paria has. You know, if she gets confident, she can bury it.
So timeout on the court. Jessica Paria starting to find her way back into this match. It's 5 serving 8. Bradley, you've been at these events for the last couple of years. You've watched these ladies play on Pro Tour. Talk about this matchup, because these two have never played each other before. We have two, you could say, similar styles, both athletic, both hit winners from anywhere.
Yeah.
What makes the difference between one person winning this match and one person losing? Is it the mental side? Is it the strategy side, or something else?
Yeah, I think the mental side is the biggest thing, and the consistency. So we saw early on Paria missing some shots that I've actually felt like she's had more opportunities, and then Martinez has capitalized on the misses. What we're seeing now is that Paria is getting those setups, and she's starting to put them away. I've really Paria has controlled her emotions really well, and getting down 8-1. We've seen in the past that she can get really frustrated and angry,
Right.
but she stayed calm.
She did.
So I think that's a big factor. And then, you know, here's the beautiful thing about the LPRT network is you can get video as much as you want. And I would hope and I would think that both of these have studied a lot of video of each other over the last night. That's what I would do.
Yeah, and you know, Jessica Paria is playing well this weekend, beating Enriquez, overcoming the last week's defeat in Mexican Nationals. Testament to mentally strong, playing well, but she's coming up against a stiff test in Martinez. Diving get from Martinez. Oh my goodness.
What a phenomenal rally.
What an effort from Jessica Paria and Martinez. Martinez went inside out on that forehand shot. Clever.
Very clever. And one thing that I noticed is the energy that she came back in with after that timeout. That rally might have not looked that way a point ago, but she took the timeout, got some energy back, and made a great diving get and a re-kill.
Wow. Well, I promised entertainment, and you're getting it. If you haven't yet shared the feed, be sure to do so. We want to get this match out to as many people as possible. Thanks to all of you who already have done so. If you're just joining us, this is the TeamRoot.com SuperMax Slam quarterfinal between Gabby Martinez from Guatemala, Jessica Paria from Mexico. 10 serving 5. Great timeout from Martinez. Came back in, got 2 quick points.
2 quick points, 2 successful serves.
Just short, went for the crack on the right side.
Jessica Paria starting to mess with her a little bit. Jumped, acted like she was going to jump it, and Martinez said, well, I'm going to hit a crack if you're going to do that. Great court coverage from these women.
Yes. Jessica Paria.
You know at some point in the match she's going to yell. She's going to give everyone a look. She's going to show emotion, and I've always enjoyed that about watching Paria.
Martinez isn't shy about showing how she feels either. Wow.
That's what we call a rollout.
No one can hit that better. What a shot.
And Martinez nodded her head. Yep, that was awesome.
Martinez will shoot. Gets a better look. And that's clean hitting.
Yeah.
Saw Paria on the right side, and here's the frustration from Jessica Paria. We're starting to see it a little bit.
Yeah, and right there, you know, you got to tip your hat to your opponent. Paria made her hit 4 extra shots, and every one of them was about an inch off the ground, and messing with her on the serve.
Paid the price with an ace serve, and now the fist pump from Martinez. All right.
I saw a fist pump and a stare down. Said, you're gonna act like you're gonna jump that. Well,
I've seen that stare since she was 12 at the World Championships when I reffed her. It was the right call, by the way, Gabby. It's hard to believe Martinez is just 21 years old.
Wow, I did not realize that. You want to talk about a bright upside, my goodness. Oh, what an incredible pickup.
Oh,
wow, you got to clap your hands
goodness.
to that. That is phenomenal.
What an effort from Martinez. We got it on the replay. I thought she was going to get there.
I did too.
It was so close.
That's a testament to her fitness right there. But if I'm Paria, she's taking her time in the box. I step in there and speed up a little bit right now because that was a really difficult rally.
She put a lot of effort into that, Martinez.
Changing it back up to a drive serve.
Ooh, short serve called. It looked good from here.
Yeah, and we're at the opposite side of the ref, so it's hard to see, but I do agree. Good serve.
Jessica had some thoughts about that call. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Tim, this must be a announcer's jinx, because this is 2 times. I've been on the mic
yesterday.
2 times, yeah, in the first match.
You need to warn players, Brad. So here's what happened. Our official came in, and as far as I'm concerned, well, we couldn't hear it, but said second serve because it was short. Parrilla didn't hear that call, so she took what she thought was a first serve. It was short, side out.
Same exact thing happened in the 8 a.m. match. So, yeah, I mean, the courts aren't mic'd up, and so all you're relying on is to hear the bang on the glass. And when you're in there, sometimes it's hard to hear anything. 11-6 on the scoreboard.
This is coming off. Oh, Martinez missed it. She nods to her coach, Palomino, behind her.
6-11.
Went for the...
That's a difficult shot.
Yeah.
I mean, but she's feeling confident today. We've seen her roll that earlier. And
get a replay, surely. Yep. Paria doesn't like it. Deep side, but the right call.
Parilla's had a lot of success with this backhand half lob. Just leaving it short, and Martinez is having a hard time putting the ball down. Paria is able to camp out in the center court, save a lot of energy.
I think there's a good lesson here that you don't always have to hit a drive serve.
Right.
Straight down the line for Martinez.
It's a very difficult angle to hit.
11-6.
I'm not sure who she's talking to.
I think it might
Maybe
be her
herself.
coach in her head.
Yeah. This is where she needs to go back to where she was playing calm.
Yes.
And playing confident and hitting her shots. Okay, here's an opportunity. It's a great shot.
Yeah, it is, and you probably couldn't see it from because of the camera angle, but the ball didn't necessarily come off the back wall. It hit a crack and really changed speed. So to stay down on that, to be able to drive that ball and hit a kill shot's very difficult. It's great focus by Parrilla.
Another good shot from Paria.
Yes, she went back to that Z serve.
7-11.
Great Z serve.
Winner of this takes on the winner of Mejia Herrera going on our second court. You can also see that match. Just go onto our Facebook page or YouTube channel, and you can scroll down and see 2 live streams. That's going on right now on our other court.
Doubles partners.
Yeah. Beautiful shot.
And she's still talking to herself, but hey, right now it's working. So whatever you got to do, you continue to keep that up.
Next on this court, Longoria Barrios, a repeat of the final in December, and it's a quarterfinal here. So be sure to stay with us as we provide you this coverage. Another good Z serve.
I'd really like to see Parrilla step up and cut that off. Because Martinez is doing a really good job of controlling it, keeping it off the back wall. But
well, timeout on the court by Martinez. Paria is back in it. She's still fighting. We'll take a break. We'll thank a sponsor. We'll be back in just a moment. And we're back live, everybody. Tim Baghurst, Brad Rogers joining you for this first quarterfinal. It's a fun one. It started out hot for Martinez, but Paria is fighting her way back into this first game and has really shown why she should be in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, she's gotten 2 really good drive serves, drive Z serves. So she's had success with the lob down the backhand side, the drive Z that's getting deep enough, and she's executing the setup. She's not missing like she was.
Well, last time Martinez took the timeout, she earned 2 points after it. Let's see if she can do the same.
Good job by Paria coming in and sticking with the same serve.
What? Martinez. She missed the last one. That's confidence.
Yeah, yeah. She knew on and it was a different angle. You know, the one that she missed was coming into the sidewall. That's that lob Z that I just learned maybe a year ago. Short serve. That one was a straight in ceiling ball, a little bit easier to kill because the ball's not spinning into the wall. But nonetheless, great shot. Good pickup.
Wow. Martinez, she stays in points. You saw that most players would have not got that ball back. She did enough to get it back and wait for another shot.
And then Paria just flipped it up to the front when Martinez set her feet and ripped the ball. Good serve. These timeouts have been key for her.
So, there you have it, 2 points. We'll see a timeout by Jessica Paria. Tiempo, she says. Okay, we'll take another timeout. Be back. Right now, it's Martinez leading 13-9. Welcome back, everybody. 13-9 is the score. Jessica Paria took the timeout. Diving get, did it make it? No.
And Martinez on the run, one thing I've noticed is on the run, she's been shooting the ball well, but on the run, she's still creating good angles. She just she's kind of a machine out there right now from what I've seen after the timeouts. You know, Paria did a great job in getting back into the match, and Martinez took a timeout, got the lead back. Same thing happened late in the in the game, took a timeout, now has 5 unanswered points.
Game point number 1 for Martinez, 14-9. Short ball called by our LPRT official, Maria Renee Rodriguez. Oh, diving get again. Martinez. Smart shot. What an effort from Martinez. 2 diving efforts in that rally, but the shot from Paria too good.
Paria was fortunate to get to win that point. One thing I've noticed a tendency of is her just kind of just flicking the ball up to the front, and then Martinez jumps all over it.
crisp backhand winner for Martinez.
14-9.
Take another look. Early racket prep, moving forward into the ball, creates that power. Side out, game point number 2.
She's put together a very, very solid game. Those are just missing. I'm seeing the ball come up off of the front wall, so she's really had, her form is dialed in. It's spinning away, it's coming up and just barely missing right now.
Martinez. Oh, Jessica Paria, she'll want that one back. It's game 1 for Martinez. If you're just joining us, Martinez raced to an 8-1 lead. Paria pulled it back. Twice Martinez took the timeouts, and that really helped her settle down. Every time she came in after that timeout, she won a couple of points, and that just edged her to a 15-9 win.
Yeah, I mean, every player wants to win 15-0, but the reality is, especially in the quarterfinals, your opponent's going to score points. It's how you handle that, and Martinez did a really good job of. Paria got close, but she never let her tie it up. She never let her get a lead and was able to keep that consistency. She made the big shots when she needed to, and that's how she won that first game.
So Martinez takes the first. We'll take a short break. We'll regroup for game 2, and we'll be right back with you.
What keeps me going in racquetball is my family, everybody who supports me, and just the feel of a win at the end of a tournament is what keeps me going. That's all I need. Winning is something you just can't explain to somebody unless they've felt it before. You know all the hard work has paid off, and you've tried so hard to get to that point, and you finally do it, and it's amazing. I'm Holly Scott, I play for Gearbox, and you should too.
We're back in, everybody. Martinez playing extremely well, playing better than, honestly, than I've seen her play in the last couple of years. She's been on tour here and there at tournaments, and she'll have a good win and then lose the next one. Here she looks really dialed in and has been playing very consistently over the last 2 days.
Yeah, very, very motivated and just fit. That's what the thing that I notice most is how well she is moving. Paria misses an easy put away, and Martinez capitalized and said, calm down, just continue to play your game. It's hard to do after you win the first one. It's hard not to relax.
We have action on all 4 of the courts here at the J in Overland Park, Kansas. Our other quarterfinal is also on our stream. You can watch it if you'd like. Look at that. Oh, Skip. It was close.
As the opponent who hit it, I would want it. As the server,
yeah.
I agree it skipped.
We also have Women's Open going on. $6,000 in prize money. $2,000 to the winner, which is outstanding, and it's why so many players are playing in that division as well.
You know, I would have given anything to be able to play in this, but I asked the sponsor, Randy Root, and he thought that I would have no chance of winning any money, so I couldn't do it.
Having played you, Brad, I'll leave no comment. These women are putting on a show for us this morning. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're sharing it.
See, I really wish Paria would step up and bury that. But got the setup and did it anyway. But, you know.
You need to keep Martinez running. When she's running, she gets balls back, but she doesn't attack. And when Martinez sets her feet, she hits very clean.
Yes. And what I've noticed is the ball off of when she's hitting it off of the back wall just as a retrieval on that serve, she's actually doing something with it, putting it in corners, getting it deep enough, not keeping it off the back, and that's why I'd like to see Paria step up. But 1-1.
These are very close.
That's just good racquetball. I mean,
Well, look
Paria
at the
did
footwork.
the right thing, yeah.
The little shift of the feet, the sidestepping to get in good position, and then no sidewall. Crucial. No sidewall, which means it doesn't kick into the opponent, and a point for Martinez.
Yeah, you're gonna win the point most of the time. If Paria got that, it was gonna be another setup. Again, I'm noticing a tendency that I notice when Martinez starts to miss is she comes up out of her service motion, which I've seen the last couple.
Paria will shoot. That's an excellent shot.
That's a confidence builder. She's had trouble with that lob serve, and she knows she can hit the shot. Paria knows she can make that, and there you go. So 1 serving 2. Stick with the Z serve. Yep.
That's a smart shot.
Yeah.
And force the error. Why? Because Martinez had to move her feet to get across.
Had to run a long way. I mean, that was from one side completely to the other. And if you make it, fancy. If you don't, it's frustrating.
The odds are frustration, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't say I agree with that call. And a good change of serve.
So close. No line judges in this match. They might have overturned that.
Yeah, definitely. So hard to referee on a glass court outside. Missed the opportunity for a pinch. Martinez had a great retrieval.
Oh, yeah. Great effort again from Paria. You can't question the commitment of these two players in this match.
So one thing that's not talked about a lot in racquetball is defense and sealing balls and the ability to retrieve and get your and flip the point, kind of like in tennis. Martinez has done a great job with that. And then comes up with a perfect serve.
Ace cracks into the left corner.
But when she dives, when Martinez dives, she's hitting the ball with a purpose to flip the point and become the aggressor.
Second serve for Martinez. This is a better start in game 2 for Paria. It's only 3-2.
Has to keep it close. And there's that Z.
It's a good one.
Yeah, very good.
Beautiful forehand pinch winner.
I've noticed that's open. Martinez, when Paria has a setup in the front court, she stays behind her, and that pinch has been there.
And again,
yeah,
3-shot rally.
Paria's gotten opportunity after opportunity after opportunity with the Z serve. I've seen one good return. It's because the Z serve was short. Oh, difficult.
Soft hands from Martinez. That time the Z serve was a little short, you just mentioned.
Yeah.
3 serving 3. That's a nice pinch winner for Martinez. You'll see on the front of Martinez's shirt a little logo. She designed it. It represents her, Gabby Martinez. She's in art school.
I wonder what that was because I liked it.
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, very creative, Martinez. An ace from her. If you follow her on social media, you'll see some of her work that she does in school. She's very talented, not just on the court, but off it as well.
Yeah. One thing I'm definitely not talented at is art. I can't even start to think about what kind of logo I would create
We're
for
having
myself.
a Rogers Confess All game right now.
You know, I talked about fact and fiction yesterday, and there's another fact is that I am horrible at art. Wow, what a great shot.
That's really tough. Shoulder high into the bottom right corner. Side out 3-5.
Martinez camped on it.
Oh my goodness.
Paria wants a 2 bounce back here in the corner. No.
It wasn't. We are right here. And that's the thing, you maintain focus, right? Forget the call that you think you lost. Just keep playing that point and execute.
You had an easy setup on the next shot.
So let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I'd like to see a timeout right now.
I thought the exact thing, and here we go.
Oh, we are. And I think this is a good timeout for Paria. We'll take a timeout ourselves. We're at the 2021 TeamRoot.com SuperMax Slam. Welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, Brad Rogers. You saw a commercial for 3-wall ball. We'll be there this coming fall. 4 different disciplines going to be on display. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you haven't yet registered, you can start doing so now. I really enjoyed my time in Vegas last year, even within the COVID limitations, which were frustrating. Hopefully we're not in that situation this fall. Here we go. Martinez serving. She has a 6-3 lead. I like the timeout from the Mexican, just to regroup mentally.
Yeah, she has one more, and she's very fit, and so that won't be a factor.
Oh, behind the back for Martinez. A little creative. It didn't work for her. It's a side out. Good timeout, Brad.
Yeah, very good timeout. I felt like you can tell that Paria's calmed down.
Well, notice a change in serve,
which I can't say that I'm a big fan of because Paria's had so much success, but why not? Go in, try and get an ace.
What's the call?
The referee calls good.
It looked good from here. I mean, oh. Well,
it's so hard to tell.
Yeah.
I mean, look, that's one of those, especially as a referee at their angle, you're not going to be able to tell. The only one that knows whether that was good or skip is Paria.
And I was going to say the ball. But.
Yeah, well, I would say Paria and the ball.
Well, a lot of times as a player, you don't know.
5-6.
Because it's so close.
That's what I'm going to start doing.
Except Brad, who thinks they're always good if he shoots them.
I'm going to start acting like every shot. I've been told, you know, I was the mean guy. Now I'm too nice. And so, yeah, here you go. You just play. You just let the ball. You let the ball make the call.
Wow. Are you kidding? Oh.
What a tremendous effort.
Watch this again, everyone. Oh, my gosh.
It almost pulled it off. I mean.
That was so close.
These two, you said it in the beginning, are going to give us an entertaining match. It's been absolutely outstanding. High level, diving all over, intensity.
Drama. Got it all.
Yeah.
Well, Paria is a colorful character.
6-6.
Always fun to be around and talk to if you ever get a chance. And there's an ace serve. Might see a timeout soon from Martinez. 7-6. This is the first lead
That's really
for Jessica
big.
Paria.
Yeah. You can see in the body language. Dialed that drive serve in.
It was good, I thought. Timeout will be taken. So I mentioned being colorful, Jessica Paria. She's been on some Mexican shows. I was talking to her earlier, and I said, you know, tell me something about you that most people wouldn't know. And she looked at me, well, I mean, she's an open book, right? And she said, well, do people know I have a tattoo in my mouth?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, Randy Roots next to us. I know that. Well, I didn't. So she showed it to me. It says
That's
free.
possible?
And I said, well, why did you? Yeah, apparently, because she's got one. And it says free. And I said, well, why did you do that? She goes, you know, just for fun. Okay. She said, well, you know, I want it to represent freedom of just the who I am and how I play, et cetera. I was like, okay, that's awesome. So so she is a very colorful character. If you ever come to an LPRT stop, and you should, by the way, wherever you are, make the trip. It's so much fun to meet these ladies. They're so genuine. They're so friendly off the court. Get to know some of these players personally because they are unique characters, each and every one of them.
Yeah, and one thing I really enjoy is to get to know where they're from. You know, Paria's family is very involved in many things in Mexico, and her mom has actually been in going for a spot in a political position, and so she got to, that was new for them. But back to the action, and so she does a lot off the court. And to be able to keep this ability up, and Andre, her brother's the same way. They do so much, and it's just very impressive how disciplined they are with all that they do.
Really smart cross-court pass from Martinez. Paria almost got it back. Not quite.
Great
Good timeout.
That's what you hope for when you take a timeout, is either a run for points or to get back in the service box. And Martinez has been able to do that every time, so that's a sign of a great coach. They must be seeing something. All you got to do is execute. And when she does, she either gets points or she gets back in the service box right away.
So Martinez has gone to this lob serve. Remember at the beginning of game one, she was going to it. It was successful. She's gone to it the last two, and the last two, Jessica has done something positive with it. Not because it's the wrong shot, not wrong serve, but it's not being executed.
Yeah. How about oh, I thought she was calling timeout, but
no,
she
it
was
was
clapping her racket.
skip from Martinez.
Just telling herself, hey, I'm fine. I'm fine. You know, I've been in this position many times. But, yeah, you're right. I mean, like to see something different on a second serve, but Paria wouldn't.
So will we see the lob down the left side or the Z? It looks like the Z's coming up.
The Z. And where Paria has an advantage right now is she can go for an ace because the second serve, asking for a court hinder, and there is the ball box.
And it's given. Referee can call a court hinder anytime. The good news for Paria, first serve.
First serve. Can go for the ace. Phenomenal.
Not that time.
I mean, great get, great shot, great execution by Gabby Martinez. When your opponent's diving and getting everything, you think you have to be more precise. You really don't. You just have to hit the right angle. It doesn't have to be lower, just the right angle. I love when my opponent is diving all over and wasting energy.
Oh, my.
Difficult.
Yeah, you saw Paria. She ran over to cut that Z ball off. I sometimes like the idea just to say, hey, I'm not going to let you hit the serve that you want, but you have to execute that shot. And you could see it was just a, oh, my goodness, I got to hit this back.
Yeah, she Z'd her own Z. But with the spin of that ball, and how it came out in the backhand corner for Martinez to be able to squash the ball into the left-hand corner is very difficult. It takes a lot of practice.
Martinez was 14 years old when she debuted on tour.
Goodness.
Oh, gosh, again, Martinez. I don't know if you can hear the squeak as her body hits the floor. These two are giving everything.
It's a lot of fun to watch, and that's what just, you know, I go back and think about Longoria, who never dives. Then I watch this, and it just blows me away that Longoria's court coverage without diving, because most players do dive and have to.
Well, I asked Longoria once why she doesn't dive. You know what she said?
Because I don't want to get hurt.
I don't have to.
I don't. Great footwork, very fast, great anticipation.
And guess what? We're going to see her next on this court against Angelica Barrios from Bolivia.
That's fantastic.
So don't go anywhere. We've got a full day of racquetball for you here at the TeamRoot.com SuperMax Slam. Great side out from Jessica Paria. There's the positive emotion from her. She still has the lead, 9-7.
The famous vamos.
Excellent pronunciation, Brad.
Thank you. I practiced. You know, I hear you on here talking. I'm like, I got to practice my Spanish.
Skip ball.
But has a smile knowing, hey, I got the shot.
I was in the right
wanted.
position.
Yeah.
I'm creating the opportunities.
Almost a skip serve. So we'll see what Martinez goes back to, if she hits that half lob or the lob nick. I think she's had more success with the lob nick.
But again, it's
it.
loose.
Yeah.
Paria missed it again.
Yeah, she got an unfortunate hop.
She's looking at us. It's not our fault.
It's the glass.
But again, regroup. You talked about this yesterday. You're going to have a couple bad bounces in the match. You're going to have a couple calls you don't agree with. Just expect it so that when it happens, okay, this is part of my game rather than this is unfair.
Laugh it off. And you still have the lead. So
right. Unreturned Martinez finally got that serve in down the right side.
9-9.
It's 9-9. Paria's
9-9.
already used a timeout. And I think that now would be a good time, but if I see one more point, you got to take the timeout to stop the momentum. Serve, return, kill.
And you called it, Brad. It is a timeout on the court. So put yourself in the yourselves. There's more than one of you,
well,
apparently.
Sometimes it feels that way.
You're in the shoes of Martinez in this situation. Normally we go to the person, right? We talk about the person who took the timeout.
Yeah.
But often in some of these situations, as you alluded to between game 1 and 2, you relax that intensity, you calm down, and then you go back in. And that's why the person who took the timeout won the rally, the next rally. What do you do if you're Martinez?
Yeah, so as we saw for, I think, 3 unanswered points in a row, it was 9-7. Now it was 7-9. Now it's 10-9. She's just executed what was working, where prior to she was hitting short serves, and then she was leading those lob serves short, and Paria was executing her shot. So it was important for Martinez to keep the game close. I think she now probably feels like she did in game 1. I'm in control. I've hit 3 really good drive serves down the forehand. I've got 3 setups, and I put them away. Now what Paria is thinking right now is, I hope she doesn't hit another good crack, because Martinez has actually cracked like the last 3 serves down the forehand side. Paria's got a racket on him, so she's hoping for a miss or just a momentum change. So that's all that timeout was.
She got the short serve. Let's see if she can capitalize on this second serve.
And Martinez has changed the angle. We talked about it yesterday, where you stand in the box. She's changed the angle on that forehand drive serve, which has created the crack serve.
Smart. Down the line is the shot to hit, and she did it well.
And timeout, what happened? Paria back in the service box. Got a short serve. So Paria's going to go for an ace drive serve here. Short, she'll go back to the lob or the half. Oh, drive Z, changed it up. Very, very, very powerful pass by Martinez. Just a good rally, and Paria had an opportunity early on, missed it, and then became on the defense. So 10-9, critical point of the match. I talked about it yesterday. 11 is a critical point if you're in the lead.
Oh, goodness. Martinez running and jumping right across Paria.
She sold
Any
out.
higher, that's going to leave a mark.
Yeah. I was impressed by the hops, but you know, she sold out and hoped that Paria pinched, because that's about the only way that you have a chance to retrieve a ball when you're jumping like that, is if they pinch and it pops up.
Another good Z serve set up for Paria. Too good from Martinez. You talked about the pinch. I was waiting for Paria to hit the pinch, and she went cross court. Yep. Martinez stayed back, was ready for it.
Yeah, and then Martinez on that shot again. Paria keeps hitting these 3-wall Z's. The ball had a really weird spin on it, and you may have not been able to see it, but Martinez cut the ball, like sliced it to keep the ball down the backhand side. All right, there's that point number 11. So
11 serving 9.
Martinez shakes her head. Yes, yes, I am in control right now. And there's the Paria raising the racket. You called that.
I was trying to think. I spent 10 seconds trying to, how do you shake your head yes? You threw me. I had to think about that.
You nodded.
Okay, we're good then. We can move on. Paria will shoot. Ooh, what's the call? Replay. I think if Paria had been a little bit more prepared to show she could have hit that ball.
Yeah, she was.
She might have got something different
on the run.
We're really enjoying this match. Hope you are too. The other quarterfinal is on our second stream. You can go through our Facebook page or YouTube to find it. 2 more quarterfinals coming up after this. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh. Martinez won't like this call.
Well, I think the ref, and I think I agree, thought she could have swung. I mean, it was tight, but I think she could have swung, and sometimes you hope for the avoidable. You don't always get it. That's why you're taught to swing. I mean, I appreciate when my opponent doesn't hit me, but at the same time, if it costs me a point, I'm sorry. I got to go ahead and swing.
Excellent defense from Paria will give her an opportunity to shoot, and she does. Great ceiling ball.
Great ceiling ball, and way to execute the backhand shot to bury it. So we got 9-11, and I would like Paria to go to that Z serve and like to see her step up and cut it off and bury it, because we've seen her do it twice now. And there's the Z.
She backs up.
That's a 40-foot pinch attempt. It's difficult.
Soft hands
Great
from
hands.
Martinez. just the shot selection that's the issue. It's not the ability, it's not the athleticism, it's not the fitness, it's just which shot do you choose to take.
Yeah, a 40-foot pinch is very, very difficult. Again, if you make it, it looks amazing. But if you miss, you're usually out of the point.
11-9, game 2. Martinez won the first, 15-9. Excellent shot. Loose serve for Martinez. She hasn't really dialed in this serve to the right side.
No, and that's what's kept Paria in this match. When Martinez hits a successful first serve, she's usually won the point, but she's had a couple side outs where the first serve's been short.
Wow, rare skip from Martinez. Was very aggressive, shoulder high, and paid the price.
10-11.
10-11. Two skips in a row. It's Martinez, right? That's the way she plays.
That was a centimeter from being a good shot, but very difficult. And Paria, I mean, you can't be more thankful for 2 easy points in a row.
And another point for Jessica Paria. Timeout Martinez?
I was thinking, I couldn't remember if she had another one.
She does.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it would have been a good time. But
maybe one more point.
Yeah.
But Paria's found something. That last lob serve was not spectacular, but Martinez is so aggressive that
came off the back wall.
Yeah.
And Paria executed.
That's a good serve.
That's been the difference.
Wow. Leaning back Martinez. Paria had the opportunity, didn't put it away. Martinez points to her head, showed her what to do.
And a good job by being able to stay mental tough and not having to use that timeout. I mean, it would have been a good time. It would have been a good time, but she's able to hold on to it. And I think if we see a short serve or two on the next point, she will take a timeout because her coaches see something. Every time she comes back in, she hits a good drive serve. And this is maybe 4 or 5 short serves in a row again.
Lob serve to the right side. Oh, my goodness. It was the right shot, though. But just waited and waited and waited. Didn't move feet, didn't get set.
And it's so difficult when you're playing an opponent like Martinez.
You have to put the ball down.
Paria felt like she's going to get it if I don't roll it out.
Crack serve, ace serve for Martinez, and it's 13-12.
13-12.
What a tight game this has turned out to be. 2 points away, Martinez, from the match. Paria needs 3 to go to a tiebreaker. Skip ball. That's an example where Paria could hold up, maybe get the avoidable. She didn't, and because of that, she's in the service box.
She won the point, and Martinez, you know, hey, tip your hat. She got out of the way and made an excellent effort to even retrieve the last shot. Great ceiling ball by Martinez for an opportunity and puts it away.
13-12.
Yeah, Paria changed her serve, went to the straight down the line. She's been hitting the Nick lob.
Nick lob and the Z, I would stick with that Z serve. I've seen 1 return kill shot by Martinez off of that Z serve. Only 1. Catches the crack.
That's just too good for Martinez.
I mean, that was still shoulder high.
Brings up match point. She's a confident player. She executes more often than she doesn't, Martinez, which is why she has match point and the potential for a place in the semifinals. Here it is. Oh, no.
Catches an unfortunate crack, but what a shot on the dive again.
That's just too good. That was tough from Jessica Parrilla.
Very tough. Way to stay mentally tough
Yeah.
when Martinez is retrieving
Everything.
balls and they're hitting cracks, and we hear the famous vamos out of Paria, so we'll see what that does here, if that creates a little spark. She's going to go for an ace serve. Why not?
Tried to slide it right. Short serve. Now, which lob serve will she hit?
I would go Z serve, drive Z. But as you, the coach, you called it. Just a straight in that caught a crack. But again, off that back wall, Martinez has just been electric with her defensive shots.
No, Martinez won't get a replay on that. Oh, my goodness, she did. Brad, what do you think?
I don't feel like that should have been a replay.
I agree with you.
The ball was down. That's a big call in this match, but you gotta you gotta do whatever it takes to stay mentally tough and just continue to execute.
Well,
Now Martinez says, I would have got that easy. No problem.
well, in this case, as an official, you give the benefit of the doubt to athleticism.
And she showed it.
Ball wrapping around. Paria pushing the ball back on that shot. Martinez hitting the ball back, and it results in a side out and a match point number 2.
It's been a big factor in this match.
And there it is, just like that. Hits the crack serve. Great serving from Martinez. She walks away the winner, 59, 15, 12. Tough call at the end there for Paria, and you could argue that made a big difference right at the end.
I feel it did, but it's hard to say. I mean, Martinez executed a great game plan all day. She hit multiple crack serve aces. She buried the ball when she needed to. Whenever Paria pushed the ball back, Martinez hit through it. And when you're pushing the ball back, sometimes you're out of position. And if your opponent, it opens up the entire court to hit cross court down the line with power. That's what Martinez did. She was the better player today.
Well, you saw it all on action, and we've got another quarterfinal coming up. Barrios was a finalist in December here at the SuperMax Slam. She's taking on the person she lost to, world number 1, Paula Longoria. It's a quarterfinal. It was a final in December. It should be a great match, Mexico against Bolivia. We hope you join us for that. But until then, we'll be back in a few minutes. Thanks so much for watching.
Professional racquetball converges on Kansas City, a city with a storied sports history. Enter the TeamRoot.com SuperMax Slam. $60,000 in prize money on the line. The best athletes from around the world. This is the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour.